Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Andrew, and this is Tyler. We're the owners of Axe Philly, and we're your hosts today for another episode of IFC Quick Tips. Today's topic is 4 quick tips for design hacks on single-family rehabs. Quick tip number 1, you want to design a practical layout. So what we like to do is, from the beginning, we like to think about the end. We like to think about the end user, right? So who is eventually going to be moving in here? We like to think about how they're going to live their life after they move in. So we're really focused on designing a layout that's really practical and making sure that it's very usable and it flows really naturally for that end buyer.
Yeah, one example would be the bedroom and the bathroom setup. We're not afraid to go from a 3-bedroom to a 2-bedroom if it means that we can add another full bath on the second floor and have bigger bedrooms with more closet space, better layouts, thinking about where the bed is going to go, where the TV wall is going to be, and then potentially doing an in-suite bathroom on one of the bedrooms. That we've seen in our experience get even higher numbers than a 3-bed with a really small 3rd bedroom. So tip number 2 is making sure that you're building, in our experience, we do gut renovation. So we take everything down to the subfloor and the brick, we rip everything out. And before we even design our layout, we're gonna make sure that the building is totally square. If we're gonna try to salvage anything, we wanna make sure that it's not gonna have a negative ripple effect, down the road when we start to rebuild the house.
Yeah, it sounds like a construction tip, but it really is a design tip, because there's compounding effects that happen. When you have uneven subfloor, for instance, if you don't replace that with a new even subfloor, you're gonna have problems with your hardwood floors. It's gonna lead to uneven trim. It's gonna lead to uneven cabinets. So your counters are gonna be uneven on the wall, and then your backsplash is gonna be uneven. Like one side will be higher than the other side, and it's gonna look like that. All right, that brings us to tip number 3, which is put a heavy emphasis on your design for your kitchens and your bathrooms. This is some age-old advice. It's kind of something that everybody knows, but it really has a lot of truth to it. When the end buyer walks through, they're going to spend most of their time in the walkthrough in the kitchens and the bathrooms. And after they live there, that's also where they happen to spend most of their time.
Yeah, so just to give you guys an example, in the kitchens, we think about where the sink is going to go, and also the dishwasher placement. We try to put it right next door. But a lot of times you see these L kitchens, you also don't want it to be configured in such a way where you're dropping the dishwasher door right where you're going to be standing. We've seen people do that before, which is kind of silly. We try to have the sink face out a window or face out into living space. And then in bathrooms, we are considerate of like the storage. We always try to tuck in a closet if it will fit, or maybe some open shelving like next to the bathtub, because people take storage for granted, and once they're moved in, they never have enough. So. And the last tip number 4 is we use cheap materials but in creative ways. So a couple examples Andrew's going to elaborate on are tiling, accent paint, and cabinetry.
Yeah, so Ty mentioned tile. So Subway tile is super cheap. Everyone likes it. Everyone knows what it is. We like to use Subway tile, but sometimes we'll just use a different pattern with it, right? Like we'll put it in a herringbone pattern. We'll Subway tile around the tub, and the 2 sides will be stacked, and then in the middle we'll do it vertical, so it's just a little bit something different. With paint, we'll use paint on accent walls. So maybe behind a vanity in a bathroom, we'll paint it black or paint it a deep blue so that it just pops. And cabinets, we like to do 2-tone cabinets sometimes. So we just finished a really cool rehab, 24 East Gordon Street, and we used green cabinets. It's kind of a little bit different. We used it for the bottom, and then up top, we put white cabinets. So when you walk in, it's not overwhelming when you see a ton of green cabinets. You really see the white. When you're in the kitchen, you get something that's a little bit extra and it's a little bit unique. It's something that buyers, when they walk through the property, everyone commented on it and loved it.
All right, guys, so that's it for another episode of IFC Quick Tips. Again, my name is Tyler. This is Andrew. Our company is Axe Philly. You can check us out online. Our website is axephilly.com. We're also Axe Philly on Instagram, and we do a blog every Friday, which everyone seems to love. So go and check that out. You can subscribe at the top of that homepage on our website.
Thanks for tuning in.
See you guys. I didn't even know what you said. I just zoned out.
Dude, I don't know what I said.